Good day, fellas. Today I have a special video for you. Today we are going to witness Bajo having the best result ever with Cobra. And this vehicle, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, it has a special place in my heart because it is extremely good tank, right? I was saying this for quite some time for people who are considering to take the Cobra for 24 tokens. It is not going to be the tank with which you will be able to score on top all the time, but whenever you have a game when you can spit on the enemies, when you can spit your poison, it is going to be glorious. And this is one of those games, fellas. This gentleman managed to get a lot of damage, and in fact it is the best Cobra game recorded to the VOD replays. Who knows, maybe there is a better game but not in the VOD replays, right? So first things first, what our hero of the day Bajo is doing, he decided to take in the middle in the you push you lose map, which is called Shitfield, Airfield, fellas, Airfield. Pretty much this map is you push you lose. If you are going to make a mistake, if you are going to be extremely aggressive, you are going to take one for the team and you will forget your name. So obviously you need to play passively. There is no other way around it, and this is exactly what Cobra is doing. Cobra decided to take the middle, and he is pretty much waiting until enemies will mess up. And mess up they will, I can promise you that. So, all in all, situation is simple with this tank. You are simply waiting until enemies are making mistake, and whenever enemies are making... And whenever enemies are making mistake, they are losing 1,500 damage in literally 3 seconds. This tank has crazy reload time between the shells. And a lot of people are making a mistake with this vehicle. A lot of people are thinking, well, standard ammunition with a 360 alpha damage has better penetration. It's not about penetration. Shell velocity is very, very bad, so don't shoot standard ammunition. This is full gold, fellas. This is high explosives loaded, you have better alpha damage, you have lower penetration, but you have better shell velocity. So it is becoming somehow easier to snipe, if I can say so, and you can see what Cobra can do in this kind of situation. So pretty much catching someone making a silly goose mistake and clipping the living crap out of them. This Leo will remember him for a... It never gets old, okay? I believe you can play 7,000 games with this vehicle, and whenever you are finding someone making a silly goose mistake, when you can clip them for 2,000 damage in literally 4.5 seconds, it is going to raise your dopamine levels, if I can say so. Absolutely nuts. 2 clips, 3,400 damage. Enemies made mistakes, they got punished for it, and this gentleman is enjoying himself. Bajo is having a feeling he's going to have a great game, fellas. Probably this is how the things are looking like. Meanwhile, he decided to take the middle and maybe he can spank the Leo. But this is very, very tricky decision, to be fair with you. Because if he is going to pick sideways here, he is in the open for sniper schnitzel here and for sniper schnitzels here, right? They simply have extremely good angle to punish him, so this is not a good call, and he noticed that. He's saying, no, hell no, I am not going to do that. So he's checking the other side. Maybe someone else is trying to cross through the open field. And you know what, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? Kids, cover your eyes. And that's how you are doing 1,800 damage in 4.5 seconds. Any questions, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen? No? Good. For tanks like Cobra, all you need to do, you need to find enemies making mistake, and after that you need to chill out for 40 seconds and search for other enemies making mistake. To have this score in first 5 minutes, it is already absolutely amazing, considering what kind of map it is, you know? It is not the map where you can be aggressive yourself. It is just simply not the map. You can't be too aggressive here because otherwise you are going to regret your life choices and you will hate yourself. So you need to be sneaky. You literally need to be like a cobra in the bush and simply wait until enemies will go in front and make a mistake. There is no other alternative option. You know, this is how you are doing the things. And fellas, just to say this outright, you know, this is like the worst matchmaking which Cobra can have. Aka Cobra is fighting against the tier 10 vehicles. Can you imagine this tank can meet your favorite T-32 or Leo tier 7, 2 shots and Leo is in the garage. You get the point what I'm saying. Absolutely madness, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely madness. Meanwhile, what is happening here? He is waiting. As you can see, he is playing in Platoon with Akaki, right? And Akaki is trying to proxy spot the Leo or Rhino, whoever is playing in the balcony. This is what he is trying to do. And our hero of the day, Bajo, is considering how he can eliminate Oi Oi. That was a tier 10 tank. That was a tier 10 tank, fellas. That was a tier 10 tank. Rhino, full hit points gun in 4.5 seconds. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, Aka, his platoon mate, he did a very nice job by going and spotting balcony so people cannot play here anymore. And obviously it is playing a role. I have no clue why they talking on the Discord, TeamSpeak or whatever, but either way that looks like a nice teamwork. I have a feeling they're having a conversation with each other. Anyways, Cobra decided to be a bit more aggressive. He's getting spotted, but I believe at this point he's becoming a bit greedy. That's what I want to believe. He is getting a bit greedier and he wants to get obviously more use. He's getting closer to 10,000 damage, and if everything will go well, he's going to reach it like there is no tomorrow. Meanwhile, 50 TP is pushing through the open field, and look at this beauty. Fellas, look at this beauty. Look at this beauty. Fosh 155. He's saying moo. He is making pressure towards 60 TP or 50 TP, I suppose to say. And look at this precision on aiming. Nice. Beautiful. Very nice. 9.2 thousand damage, by the way. Well, F in the chat for Akaki. Unfortunately, his friend has fallen, but he won't be forgotten. I believe he is not going to be forgotten. Also, in the same time, at this point, I would not act surprised if Bajo asked for his platoon mate to, hey mate, listen, I am getting very close for 10,000 damage. Could you please not shoot the Fosh so I can farm him like there is no tomorrow? I would not act surprised if that would be the case, but once again, luckily you have a great friend, Bajo. Luckily you have a great friend. Meanwhile, there is still quite a bit of the hit points left. There is Leo, there is Fosh, there is Grille and Wafflecock. I just want to tell you one thing, fellas. On the paper, this vehicle shouldn't be as accurate, and it is... This is what I'm saying. You should not trust the paper in the world of tanks. Those shots are absolutely nuts how they are going with this vehicle. They are truly crazy, fellas. And this tank can hit those pretty often, and the accuracy of the Cobra is out of this world. That's what I can tell you. It's literally out of this world. Anyways, let's see. Can we hit 10,000 damage? This is the question. Waffle spotted, missed. Skill you needed to talk about gun handling, missed. 10,000 damage. 10,240 damage with a Cobra. I can tell you one thing. The adrenaline is pumping in the Bajo veins, and he is having a great time. He is enjoying himself. And in fact, he is dead happy. He is about to share his happiness in the chat. 10,000 damage. Smiley face. Good job, Bajo. Good job. By the way, fellas, this is the best damage ever made with a Cobra, and considering Cobra is in the game for, I would say, 3 or 4 months already, maybe even more, I would say even half year. And this is only 110,000 damage game plus. I would say it is not that easy and it is not that simple to play with this vehicle, is it? And really, I can't stress this enough. If you are planning to play Cobra, you need to get yourself most of the gold ammunition, because this is the right way to do the things. And after that, obviously, you need to have that lucky game when you will be able to punish everyone without taking anything in return. It is extremely important thing to say. So looking into the VOD replays, as you can see, we are looking into the all versions, and looking into all of this, this gentleman managed to do 10,300 damage with almighty Cobra. Absolutely phenomenal score, and you are a champion. And after that, looking into all of this, fellas, as you can see, other games are 9,000 or 8,000 damage. So in the first page, that's what you can see. And all in all, solid ace, obviously Oskin's medal, high caliber, and in the end of the day, he is on top. Although his friend, I believe his friend was pretty damn unhappy with this result. He fired 14 shells and he hit 11 and he penetrated only 3. So very, very, very unlucky situation for his gentleman overall, right? Anyways, this is what we have, fellas. I hope you enjoyed yourself and I hope you had a great time. And I hope you are enjoying those high damage games or extremely good games overall. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. That was your daily dose of skill, and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.